Hey guys, so I'm trying something a little bit different today. I'm gonna try and make a video with no points. I know, crazy, right? I probably sound a little bit sad as I'm talking, but I'm not. I just feel a bit clueless today. So I thought instead of trying to fight this and try and come up with a video topic today, I just thought, fuck it, we're gonna just go with this. So this video is very much just gonna be the first in a long time that has no points. I just thought I'd talk to you really personally, no script. Let's just talk. It seems like a good day to talk as well because it's the 21st at the time of recording this, which means Mabon has officially started. I really struggle with the seasons changing, or more when the seasons turn to the darker seasons. I love autumn, believe it or not. Lots of people probably think that I really don't like autumn at all, but that's not true. Autumn is actually one of the most important, if not the most important season for me. I love summer, it's my favourite season of the entire year, it's when I'm most happiest, it's when I feel most free. But autumn is when I go through the most changes. And I'm probably not in the minority here. I think everyone goes through changes in autumn. That's kind of the point of the season, is change. But for me, autumn is always very deep. I don't know the exact maths, and my brain's just too fried to even try it right now. But in about 2-3 weeks, more like 3 weeks, it's my birthday. Yes, that's right. Another solar return is about to come around. This one's deep for me though, they've all been pretty deep ever since I turned 25, if I'm being completely honest with you. But this year, and I'm not one of those weird people who's bothered about sharing my age, I'm very open about it. Probably because I always get ID'd and people think I'm 10 years younger than I actually am. But whatever. This year, I'm actually turning 28. Fuck. I know, if any of you are watching this, if anyone is watching this, then you're probably thinking, Nick, 28. Why are you acting like that's the end of the world? And you're right, why am I acting like it's the end of the world? It's not. I've been reflecting on myself a lot, and in this last year and a half especially, I've grown so much as a person. I've gotten back on my feet a bit better. There's still a long way for me to go, but this is the first year, or since about May, this is the first time I felt more like my own person and like I'm in charge of my own future. I have the ability to change things. This is the first time I felt like an adult in control, which it's great. It's really freeing because I've never felt like that before, but god damn is it scary. And knowing that I'm going into the twilight of my 20s is insane. So to get a little bit more deep, because that's what this whole video is going to be, it's just me getting sort of deep. The more into my 20s that I get, the weirder I feel. And I feel weird because honestly, when I was about between 15 and 18, 15 to 18ish, I genuinely, honestly didn't think I was going to make it past the age of 20. I wasn't a heavy drug user. I did drink a little bit, but I wasn't an alcoholic. I was just a fool. I did some pretty silly shit in my late teens, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so behind with so much. It's one of the reasons I don't drive, I don't have a house. It took me so long to find a career I was any good at and I liked. But that was all because I was just living in the moment and just not really caring about money or what I was going to do with my life. And I honestly thought that by the time I was 20, I'd be dead. I'm not trying to make this a downer though, because that's not the vibe that we're going for. It's just important for me to talk about this because it's important to know that some of us do feel like that. And that's one of the reasons we're so misguided for so long. So now that I'm less than 3 weeks away from my 28th birthday, it's a lot to take in, man. It's a lot to see how much I've changed, like since I was 18, and my god, 18 was a difficult year. 18 to 19, or 18 to just before 20 was probably the hardest part of my life, which I'm not going to go into because I don't feel very comfortable sharing that here. There was a lot of trauma during that time, and at the time I didn't realise how much trauma it was because I was a child. I remember being like 14, 15 and thinking 19 and 20 was so grown up. It's so funny because, you know, now that I'm 27 and I'm going to be 28 real soon, I see 23-year-olds as being children, and I don't mean that in a horrible way either. I just mean it's just mad how much having extra years of experiences really changes your perspective of a time when you thought these people were really old. The trauma that I had from 18 to about 19, 20-ish, it fucked me up. And it wasn't until like a couple of years ago recently that I understood how much it fucked me up. And my life got put on pause. I wasn't working for the vast majority of my 20s, if I'm being completely and totally honest. I just didn't want a job. I still don't really want a job, but who wants to work? The difference then was I just thought, oh, well, I don't need to work. It's fine. I don't need money. I don't need to do things. Everything I want to do, I can do for practically free anyway. Yeah, it's just so weird how different I am now to how I was this time last year. I think all humans make the mistake of thinking that we are going to keep growing, but then we've got to a point where we don't need to grow anymore. And it catches me out all the time, because just when I think I've learned something and I'm grown up, something else comes along to knock me down about 3 pegs. But I'm also thankful for that, because it gives life a little bit more purpose. I do really struggle with mental health, anxiety and depression, as most of you who watch my videos know. And when you suffer from anxiety and depression, a lot of the time you get very nihilistic. You just get very, like, I don't really care. The apathy when you suffer from mental health is hardcore. But having little things that give me purpose really, really makes me want to live, which is nice, so nice. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm sort of in like a bit of a hibernation or like low energy right now, but not like depression. It's not my depression making me low energy, it's more just I feel like I need to rest. So as it's Mabon, gratitude is a really important part of the harvest season. You know, like I said in my Mabon video, way back when in ye olden times, people would use this time to harvest their crops because it was the second harvest for fruit and vegetables and whatnot. And they would take the time out to be thankful for everything the harvest reaped. You know, in modern day, most of us aren't farmers and we don't really grow our own food. More of us should, but we don't. So we have to adapt what we're being thankful for, and Mabon is one of the festivals, or one of the Sabbats, which is heavy about gratitude. And as it is officially Mabon now, and I have no direction for this video, I suddenly feel like I have a slight bit of direction. So I kind of want to share some things that I'm thankful for with you guys. This is really weird to do though, onto a camera. It feels so strange, but I'm gonna do it. And if you are watching this and you have watched this far, please leave a comment telling me what you're grateful for, telling me what you're thankful for. Like, let's share together, let's celebrate Mabon together. So first and foremost, I'm thankful that I have a job that I love. Never thought that would happen, and that's one of the greatest gifts the universe could give me. I could see myself doing this job for the rest of my life very easily, and that's such a relief that I'm not thinking, oh fuck, I don't want to do this, because no, I'm happy to do this. I'm also thankful for my partner, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because no one likes to listen to the sappy stuff, but I feel like he definitely deserves a shout out, you know. Yeah. He's just been really good to me, and I'm used to being in toxic relationships where the partner's toxic, I'm toxic, we're arguing all the time, and it's just so nice that I'm with someone normal. He's not normal at all, he's an absolute weirdo, but in the best way possible. It's just nice to be with someone who I'm more like on the same level with. In all my other relationships, I always felt like I was with these people and I was relying on them, but in this relationship, I can voluntarily rely on my partner and he can rely on me. It's not just one-sided, and I'm just so thankful that we're getting more and more into a place where we just flow so nicely with each other. I'm really thankful for him, and I love him so much. I'm getting a bit shy and silly about it. I'm thankful as well for the fact that I have all my family around me pretty much all the time. I'm so very lucky to be almost 30 and have both of my parents still alive. They are quite young, but I just know a lot of people don't have that, and I can't imagine what that pain's like or how strange that must feel. And I'm so thankful that they're still here, and I'm thankful that my little baby brother's here. I say baby, he's like almost 23, but I'm glad that we all have a good relationship, because, you know, it wasn't always good. There was a time when it wasn't great, and I'm just glad that I'm close to all three of them in different ways, and I know I can rely on them, and I'm hoping I get to a point where they can rely on me too. I'm also thankful for my craft, as always. I've been a little bit more low-key about witchcraft this year, in terms of practicing, but I think that's just normal. I really do think that we do go through phases where magic doesn't serve us, and it's or we don't serve magic, and it's a thing the internet does where they put pressure on you to always be doing spells, rituals, blah 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 blah. I don't think that's the case at all. I think when you're a lifelong witch and, you know, you're living in this society, you don't have time to do magic all the time, and that's fine. I know in my heart that I'm very much a witch. This year I found the path that suits me the best as well, and I've learned some really cool things. I have celebrated the Sabbats. I'm starting to give out information to witches who are newer to the path, which is something I've always wanted to do. And I think this year's just been a little bit more about like learning and reabsorbing and sharing that knowledge with other people, and I'm really thankful for that. It's an interesting aspect of my path that I haven't really consciously thought about before. I'm thankful for my art, always. I'm always learning, always growing with my art, and it's been, besides writing and music, the biggest constant in my life in terms of things that I love. I'm so proud of where I am with art as well. Like, if I showed 14-year-old me the drawings that I'm doing now, she'd cry, and that really, like, happy tears, and that really warms my heart, because I know that I'm at a stage where younger me would be proud, and that means a lot to me. There's other things I'm thankful for too, but, you know, let's not make the whole video about that. Some things should stay personal, I think. Like, a lot of things that I just talked about, there's more that I could go into, but I don't need to. The universe knows, and that's all that matters. Also, in the spirit of the seasons and the Sabbats, I really feel like I need to let go of some energy. I just need to let go of shit that doesn't serve me. And I think that's why I sound so sad. I'm not sad. I'm not feeling depressed or anything. I just feel like parts of me are dying and recycling into better energy, so I'm letting go of shit that just doesn't serve me anymore. And that can be sad, or it can be confusing, especially when you've held on to things for so long. This year has taught me a lot about myself and about how I react and respond to people and how I handle situations. It's been a big year of, like, deep insights, and there's lots more to come. Sometimes we just need to let go. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, usually more often than not, that's exactly what we all need to do, is just let go of shit that we're spending our energy on that just drains us. Shit that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. So that's my message to you, I guess. Learn to let go. Be grateful for what you have, even the small things. No matter how small they are either, like even if it's just you cleaned a dish really well today, or you saw a beautiful flower, or you smelt something really nice. Whatever it is, just be grateful for it. And anything that brings you down, or drains your energy, or makes you feel like shit, let it go. It's not important at all. So I started this video directionless and just sort of wanted to talk about whatever with you guys. And we're ending it on gratitude and letting go, which is nice and perfect for Mabon. I'm going to leave it there, guys. And I hope when you watch this video, it gives you a little bit more insight into just like me as a person, but it also gives you insight into yourself. I hope that you come away from this video with your own thoughts and feelings about gratitude and letting go and just where you are in life. Progress is progress, no matter how slow you're going. It's always better to go slow than remain stagnant. That's a mantra that I say to myself all the time. It's one of my most important mantras and it helps me get through things. So if you're like me and you take a little bit longer to do stuff, or life's dealt you a bit of a shitty and traumatic hand, don't worry if it's taking you slightly longer than everyone else. You will get there. And the road is long. It's part of the journey of life. If it all just happened for us, we'd be bored. This is why it's important to feel the bad times too, because when the bad times happen, they make so much room for the good times. I'm going to leave it there with you guys. I hope you like one of these more off-the-cuff videos where I just talk about whatever rather than relying on a script or a specific subject. So, blessed be, guys. Blessed Mabon to you all as well. I hope the next 3 days and the autumn equinox are lovely for you. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.